The July 17, 2012 Sheriff Arpaio news conference was just what Arpaio promised. It was a bombshell, revealing several amazing truths. Number one, the birth certificate that Obama proffered to the nation as his legal proof of U.S. citizenship is a 100% forgery, an undeniable criminal offense. Number two, Hawaii has now been proven to be a 100% illegal birth certificate factory, thus opening a major national security breach to our nation. And number three, if Arpaio's findings are accurate, and if Obama cannot produce a legally verifiable birth document, that means that America now has a foreign national as commander-in-chief, having gained that office through criminal deceit. And it also means that as of now, the American media, Congress, and the federal courts are complicit in the whole affair. And as of now, America is no longer a constitutional republic. Washington Times columnist Jeffrey Cooner warned of the earthquake that could result. Quote, Sheriff Arpaio's findings threaten to plunge America into an unprecedented crisis. For if, and again I emphasize if, Cooner says, if Arpaio is correct, then Mr. Obama has perpetrated the most elaborate hoax in U.S. history. A fraudulent birth certificate would mean that Mr. Obama is ineligible to serve as commander-in-chief. His presidency would therefore be legally and constitutionally illegitimate, Cooner said. He went on to say, it would mean that he should be immediately removed from office, impeached. Moreover, every law and executive order passed under his administration would be null and void, Cooner wrote. The implications, Jeff Cooner said, are stunning. The logic is inexorable. Should the president's legal authority be deemed invalid, then everything resulting from that authority is also baseless. The Obama presidency would be overturned, Mr. Obama himself would be facing criminal charges and possible jail time for committing fraud. Mr. Cooner of the Washington Times gets it. Do you? What will you do? Will you post and repost and link and tweet this video? Will you email it? Will you send it to your congressman, your local officials? Will you pray? Will you vote? You see, it really is now up to we the people, or America is over. It really is your choice now.
Kiev forces based in the Opitne village have opened fire on the territory of the embattled Donetsk airport more than 140 times over the past 24 hours, DPR military spokesperson Eduard Basurin stated. Minister of Defense of DPR registered shelling from 120mm artillery systems, 120mm and 82mm mortars by the Kiev forces. Inherently, Kiev forces have increased activity following an interview of self-proclaimed President Petro Poroshenko, in which he said that the war would end when Kiev regained Donbas and Crimea. This speech has become a signal to the pro-Kiev military to increase provocations and the violating of the ceasefire. Ukrainian authorities have taken unprecedented precautions for the anniversary of the events of May 2nd. Up to 2,800 police, in addition to 500 personnel from other security organizations and volunteer units, are being mobilized in the city. Armored cars and infantry fighting vehicles are set to reinforce them. Governor Igor Palitsa told press that we will respond firmly and sort out whether the detention was lawful or not later. Those who might look even a little similar to the faces on wanted lists will be face-checked, so it's best to carry your passports. Minister of Internal Affairs Chief Ivan Katerenchuk added that anyone wearing St. George ribbons will be detained. On May 2nd last year, the Ukrainian radicals set fire to the trade union house in Odessa, killing 48 and injuring over 200 activists, who refused to recognize the COP-imposed government in Kiev, clashed with pro-Ukrainian football fan and radicals, including right sector nationalists. Some of the victims burned to death, while others suffocated from smoke or jumped out of the building's windows. Many of those who did jump out were strangled or beaten with bats by the attackers. Officials have already arrested 12 persons listed as terrorists ahead of the anniversary, including 50-year-old Lyubov Davydchenko, mother of anti-Maidan activists Anton and Artem Davydchenko, who have fled to Russia, along with opposition journalist Artem Buzila. Meanwhile, Moscow has called on the international community to put pressure on Ukrainian authorities over investigation of last year's Odessa massacre. With a deep concern, we have to state that 1 year the Ukrainian justice system did not take any tangible steps toward an objective, independent and impartial investigation of this horrific crime in order to bring the perpetrators to justice. The statement by the Russian Foreign Ministry said. Moscow urged the international community, including human rights NGOs, to decisively and honestly demand Kyiv stage a foreign investigation into the Odessa massacre and correct the glaring flaws in Ukrainian judicial system.
All right, happy Thursday, everyone. It's 10, 11, 12, and it's National Coming Out today. Wait, Coming Out Day.
Yeah.
Who's
I'm
coming out?
I want the world to know. All right.
Okay, first headline of the day. The Google Images search for completely wrong goes viral. And when you enter completely wrong into Google and click on the little images tab, you get photos of Mitt Romney.
Poor Mitt Romney. I love him and his boys. They're so hot. So, meningitis scare clogs ERs and hospitals across the country. People are so scared that they got injected and that they're going to die of meningitis. And it really is scary. I mean, some people already died, man. I'm scared.
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Andre Bocelli.
Bocelli!
I don't care. Rollerblades with a seeing eye bicyclist.
He's like a famous opera singer.
I thought that was a girl.
So, he rollerblades. Apparently rollerblading is still happening.
Well, that's
He's
amazing
like
that a blind man was like
He's only onto a
rollerblading.
bike, though.
Okay,
I
so
care. I'm just kidding.
you're going to have to help me with this because I'm really bad when it comes to sports and names and stuff. Redskins defensive end Adam Carricker?
We don't know.
Carricker? I don't know. Loses a bet against the Falcons and he had to wear panties since the team lost.
Picture.
He had a bet with a WWE player, so he had to dress up like one.
He's pretty sweaty, right?
He's kind of gross. So Russia says they will not renew arms agreement with U.S., which is really scary because that means that all of their nuke and chemistry or like chemical warfare stuff, they can restart doing that a year from now.
What? Does that mean the Cold War is going to start again?
Yeah, it could, seriously.
The very cold, scary war.
Totally.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton finally puts up the house he and Angelina Jolie had together up for sale. That's them together.
It's only $10 million.
Crazy.
Back when she used to wear blood around her neck.
Yep.
That was weird.
Those were the days.
So Uma Thurman will have sex,
With Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf, in a new film called Nymphomaniac. She's going to have sex for real?
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Like, he's like his
You
thing.
mean he's going to stick his
Yes.
thing in her
And
thing?
injecting it. Ew!
Inject what?
Inject
His
in it.
stuff.
Ew! Ew!
So,
Ew!
in really fun and interesting news today, or actually it's like kind of like an angel news, an 11-year-old kid lost his prosthetic leg during a race and a Marine carried him on his back to the finish line. So it was really cool that he did that.
That was nice of him.
Very
I
The
think
angel
that's-
sound.
Gunman kills a U.S. Embassy employee in Yemen this morning.
Yeah,
That's
really
sad.
sad. We need to beef up security.
Why?
Seriously.
So, a bus driver told a 12-year-old that he should have been aborted because of the Romney Ryan sign that his family has up in their yard.
That is so wrong on so many levels.
Pretty fucked.
I don't understand. Like, why would he say that? That's
I mean, it's
rude.
a child. I mean,
Yeah, that's kind of.
So I guess he supports Obama, the bus driver?
Obviously.
Obviously.
Or he's just crazy. Or he's just...
you know he loves Ross Perot.
He's
So-
voting for Hello Kitty. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, he likes Hello Kitty. So, drug cartels flood U.S. with cheap meth. Apparently, 80% of all the meth that the U.S. people have is from Mexico. And 90% of purest meth comes from Mexico.
Wow. Now we know where to get our meth.
Great.
I know my drugs.
Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. A thief stole Justin Bieber's camera and computer while he was performing yesterday.
Oh, that
Poor
sucks.
Justin Bieber.
First he vomits, then that happens.
Then he gets his shit stolen. Stop.
Speaking of Justin Bieber, did you know that he's related to Avril Lavigne and Ryan Gosling? They are all Canadian cousins.
Wait, are they really cousins, or is
I
that
feel like
they
they're,
just all
like,
from Canada?
Second cousins like they always do. Like
Long
Obama
lost.
is long lost cousins with like George Washington and stuff. Like
I think I might
Wow.
be cousins with Bieber too.
probably.
Yeah.
Let's all be cousins. With
Well,
Justin
I
Bieber.
like hot Canadians, so.
Eh.
So New York still loves Derek Jeter, but they all hate A-Rod. But I think A-Rod's hotter, but apparently he's doing really bad this season.
Baseball.
I don't even know who they are.
How do you
I don't even know who
Even
they
I
are.
know who
Apparently
they
they're
are.
really
I don't
popular
know.
baseball
I'm telling
players.
you, I'm the worst when it comes to sports. Like I only know sports players that I actually know in person, and that I'm like friends with them because I don't follow sports.
And then we still don't know how.
Because like I know them because they're like, oh yeah, you know, I
You're gonna
kick
need
a football or whatever for this team, and
You're gonna
Shruti's
need a giant
upset.
book full of people.
usually I like people
Devil
for
Wears
who they
Prada
are and not for
style.
what they do though.
Stevie Nicks apologizes for wanting to strangle Nicki Minaj.
Stevie Nicks said that. That's
yeah,
funny.
because of the whole like
Would Stevie-
American Idol thing.
You know,
Would
like,
Stevie Nicks even know who Nicki Minaj is?
yeah,
she was a-
we saw Stevie Nicks. Remember?
I like
she was,
her,
like, a
yeah.
guest on American Idol last season, and she saw what the big fight, and she was like, I'd strangle her. But
And if Stevie Nicks says she's going to strangle you, you should be afraid.
Yeah, she'll probably use one of her
I'm
hair
sure
pieces.
Nicki
Ah.
Minaj could knock her out pretty quickly. Not that I have anything against it either. I don't know.
So, data was breached for more than 200,000 students in Florida because these people got into the system of this college in Florida and they got information for like 57,000 current students, 200,000 previous students, and all these
Oh my
employees,
gosh.
and they're stealing their identities.
Say it's great to hate Florida State. Sorry, I'm a Gator fan.
Wow.
So, the situation is featured on a new PETA ad, and it says, too much say can be a bad thing.
They made it in the way of a
P
cat.
U
right?
star Y.
Yeah, I
They
didn't
made it
think I
in the way
could
of the
say
cat
that.
So you could say it on TV. Then,
I didn't
like,
think I could say it.
That's TV safe when they're talking about cats.
I'm so happy
It's like the
that
big loophole.
I'm happy Mike's off drugs.
Are you really? Good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Okay, so the vice presidential debate is tonight, so make sure you tune in. And if you're afraid you're going to get really, really bored, we have a story on the website, top 5 things you can do.
During the debate.
And really, I think like to make a long story short, it's drink.
Yeah, drinking game.
This is going to be so much fun, though.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Have a good day. Bye. So, P.S. this morning, the reason why our headlines are so late today is because we were in the ER all morning long because this one stumbled and broke her little toe.
Not my pinky toe, but the one right beside it.
It's still little.
And we posted photos of the X-ray on Twitter.
Now it's swollen.